Hello, today we're going to learn how to multiply mixed numbers by whole numbers. You're going to need your math journal and a pencil during this video, and I would like for you to follow along carefully and take notes in your journal with me. We're going to be working in our Everyday Math Journal Volume 2 on pages 240 to 241. I'm only going to cover numbers 1 and 4 for the sake of time, but please rewatch this video as many times as you need to until you feel comfortable with practicing this skill later on. Alright, so again, you need to get out your math journal and go to pages 240 to 241. For the sake of time, we're going to start with number 1 and then we're going to move to number 4. For number 1, I'm going to read the story problem and then show you two different ways to solve it. So number 1 says, each member of the flute section of the Briar Woods Elementary School band practiced for 2 3/5 hours last week. There are 5 flute players. What is the total number of hours they practiced? All right. First, let's start with our number model. So our number model is representing how we're going to solve this problem. If each member of the flute section practiced for 2 3/5 hours, and there are 5 flute players, we're going to multiply the number of flute players times how many hours they practiced to see what their total hours combined were. So there are 5 flute players and they practice for 2 3/5 hours. So I'm going to do 5 times 2 3/5. All right. And I don't know what that equals yet, so I'm going to just put H for hours to represent the unknown part of that equation. So one way we could do this, instead of trying to figure out 5 times 2 3/5, let's do something we already know how to do. We already know how to multiply a whole number and a fraction. We've been practicing that in this chapter. So let's turn this into something that looks more familiar to us. If you remember, I have an acronym that I use to help me remember how to turn an improper fraction, or I'm sorry, a mixed number into an improper fraction. So remember, MAD, M stands for multiply. So I'm going to multiply 2 times 5. So I'm multiplying my whole number times my denominator. 2 times 5 equals 10. A stands for add. Now I'm going to add my numerator. 10 plus 3 equals 13. And then D stands for denominator is the same. So I'm going to keep my 5 as my denominator. So instead of trying to figure out 5 times 2 3/5, we're going to multiply 5 times 13/5, because that's more familiar to us. Now remember, I always find it more helpful to turn our whole number into a fraction as well. 5 is the same as 5 with a denominator of 1, because remember, our fractions are like division, so 5 divided by 1 equals 5. So it doesn't change the value of our 5 by doing that. So let's multiply straight across. 5 times 13 equals 65. And then 1 times 5 equals 5. That still doesn't really tell us how many hours the flute players practiced. So we need to change this into a more understandable answer. So let's do 65 divided by 5. Because like I said, our fraction represents division. All right, I'm going to think of a number that I can multiply 5 times. It'll get me close to 65 without going over it. Well, I know 5 times 10 is 50, and that can get me close to 65. So I'm going to do 65 minus 50. I have 15 left. I know 5 times 3 equals 15. If I do 15 minus 15, I have no remainder. So now I'm going to add up 10 plus 3, and that equals 13. So they practiced about 13 hours. All right, I'm going to show you another way we could have done this. Use a different color. Okay. Instead of changing 5 times 2 3/5, instead of changing 2 3/5 into an improper fraction, we could multiply 5 times the whole number and the fraction. So 5 times 2, I'm going to do 5 times 2 equals 10. Then I'm also going to multiply 5 times the fraction. So 5. All right, and our fraction is 3/5. So remember, I'm going to put 5 over 1. 5 times 3 equals 15, and 1 times 5 equals 5. So this is the same as 15 divided by 5. Well, I know, let's see, 1 times 5 is 5, 2 times 5 is 10, 3 times 5 is 15. So I know 3 would be our answer. Now we're going to combine 10 and 3, which equals 13. So either way you solve it, you get the same answer as 13 hours. For the sake of time, I'm not going to go over how many minutes and seconds that is, but if you want to email me how you would normally solve that or show me how you solve that, I would love to hear from you. All right, next we're going to look at number 4 on page 241. All right, number 4 says, the trumpet section of the band has 3 more members than the flute section. Each trumpet player practiced for 1 9/10 hours last week. How many hours did the trumpet players practice in all? All right, guys, so in our last problem, we read that there were 5 flute players. So there were 5 flutes. So the trumpet section has 3 more members than the flute section. So if we add 3 plus 5, that would equal 8 trumpet players. And then each trumpet player practiced for 1 9/10 hours last week. So to figure out how many hours they practiced altogether, we're going to multiply the number of trumpet players there are times how many hours they practiced. So we're going to do 8 times 1 9/10. All right, I'm going to show you those 2 different ways again, so it's more familiar to you. So the first way I'm going to review is the mad method. Don't get mad or get mad. So I'm going to do 8 times 1 9/10. All right, so remember, multiply means I'm going to multiply my whole number and my denominator. So 1 times 10 equals 10. Then I'm going to add my numerator. So 10 plus 9 equals 19. And then my denominator stays the same. So 1 9/10 written as an improper fraction is 19/10. So I'm going to multiply 8 times 19/10. Again, I'm going to write 8 as 8 over 1 because I think it's easier to do it that way. So first we need to multiply 8 times 19. If you don't know that off the top of your head, let's use some strategies we've learned. 19 is the same as 10 plus 9. So 8 times 10 is 80. And 8 times 9 is 72. So I'm going to add 80, plus 72. I know, that would equal 152. And then 1 times 10 just equals 10. Well, again, looking at that, 152/10, I still don't know how many hours that is. So we need to change this back into a mixed number. So we're going to divide 152 by 10. So I'm going to think about math facts that I know. I know 10 times 10 equals 100. And that's close to 152 without going over it. Okay. If I subtract 100 from 152, I have 52 left over. 10 times 5 is 50. And that's close to 52. If I do 52 minus 2, that's 2 left over. I cannot multiply 10 times a number and it be less than 2. So I know that 2 is going to be my remainder. So remember, 10 plus 5 is 15. Our whole number is 15. Our numerator is 2. And our denominator is 10. So they practiced 15 and 2/10 hours. Okay, that's one way of doing it. I'm going to review the other way to do it as well. I'm going to do it down here because I'm running out of room. All right, 8 times 1 9/10. So I'm going to multiply 8 times my whole number first. 8 times 1 equals 8. And then 8 times 9/10. Well, I know 8 times 9 is 72. And 1 times 10 equals 10. So I would have 8 and 72/10, but I can't leave our fraction like that. I need to change that 72/10 into a mixed number. So I'm going to do 72 divided by 10. I know that 10 times 7 is 70. And I have 2 left over. So 2 is my remainder because I cannot multiply 10 times a number and it be less than 2. So 7 is my whole number, 2 is my numerator, and 10 is my denominator. So now I need to add my 8 plus 7 2/10. Of course, 8 plus 7 is 15, and then our 2/10 would remain. So we got the same answer as the first time, just in a different way. So I urge you guys to use whatever method makes sense to you, whether it is changing your mixed number into an improper fraction, because we are more familiar with multiplying a whole number times a fraction, or if it makes more sense to you to multiply 8 times both values, the whole number and the fraction, then you are more than welcome to do that. Alright guys, please review this video as many times as you need to. Email me with your questions, text, or call me on my Google Voice. If you would like to Zoom with me, let me know and I can do some more practice sessions with you. Have a great day.